How's it going, guys? For those who are interested to getting from this to this, stick around for the rest of the video. How's it going, everyone? So today I'll be demonstrating how you are able to improve your aim drastically and very quickly in the game Apex Legends. I've been playing it since day one and still continue to play it till this day. The key to doing this is knowing your guns, knowing the recoil patterns of each of those guns, so you're able to improve them as you use these weapons. Obviously, you aren't going to be Shroud overnight, since the guy has been an FPS gamer for a very long time, competitively at that, and it also takes a massive amount of experience to have tracking like his. But besides that point, I believe this will still help everyone better their aim who hasn't even attempted to learn the recoil patterns of any of these guns. Now what you're seeing is a side-by-side comparison of a bunch of recoil patterns to every gun in the game. As you can tell, all these patterns are very unique, so you have to practice with all of them. How I did this was stand in the exact same spot for each weapon and just hold the trigger while aiming directly at the same target and let the gun's recoil choose where it wants to go. Those who aren't interested in watching all these weapons get fired to show off their recoils, I'll have timestamps in the description for each weapon that you'd want to look at for their recoil. And for those who don't want to watch any of these at all, I'll have a timestamp of where it ends as well. As you're able to see in this next clip, all energy weapons have an incredibly difficult recoil to control, especially the Devotion, as it shoots straight up and strafes to the left. As for the Havoc, it goes straight up, trying to control it. Moving on to actually how you're supposed to get this recoil down to where you want it to be. So now I'm moving on to the R99, obviously, because it has one of the most unpredictable recoils and toughest ones to use. So as you see, I'm looking down and aiming at this target. This line is an indication of where you should start, and when you aim down this target, you want to pull down on your mouse and keep shooting that target. Once you've done this at least 3-4 times, where you're actually hitting dead center of the target, you want to move back each of those lines, as you realize there is resistance when you're shooting each different gun and how much you should be pulling down on the mouse to get the aim to stay where you want it to be. And as you move back, you have to keep the crosshair right in the center of that target each time you move. So now, as you can see, I've moved back again to the third level. This is actually really good because it's like they've implemented this deliberately, where you can track when the target gets smaller. So as you move back, the target gets smaller and it's more difficult for you to actually keep your aim in the center as you're further away. I recommend you do this for any gun that you find difficult, or any favorite gun that you want to keep using in the game and you want to master. Because I'd say this is one of the most effective ways of mastering the recoil of each weapon. Your aim is obviously dependent upon tracking and experience as well. So just learning recoil isn't everything, but it is a lot of actually having to do with trying to get better using weapons. The Alternator is one of the best and easiest weapons to use. It is a great weapon to start with if you are new to the game. It has a very mild recoil, but it doesn't take a lot of effort to control when all you have to do is aim and not worry about the recoil. The Spitfire has one of the most unique patterns because not only does it go up, but it moves side to side as you are shooting it. The pattern is very easy to read, and once you do with practice like this, you're able to deal twice the amount of damage due to the clip size. The Havoc is also another weapon I recommend using just because it has no bullet drop and the recoil only goes up. You only have to adjust the pulling down of your analog stick or mouse and you're able to deal great damage within a short amount of time, especially with the turbocharger attachment. The Havoc is one of the best, if not the best gun to use in Apex. Obviously I haven't covered every gun, just the guns most players are bound to pick up and the ones that have proven to be the most challenging to use. I haven't included shotguns for obvious reasons, as they are single shot and return to the same spot after each shot. As all Apex Legends players know, the Devotion is the most difficult gun to aim with, for the sole reason that it takes time to build up with its fire rate, but when it does, it goes bonkers all over the place. Don't know if anyone has been in a room with players while one has a Devotion and the rest have any other gun. 8 times out of 10 you will lose the fire if the player is half decent with this weapon. Mastering the recoil of the Devotion will pretty much enable you to laser players across the map. It's such a powerful weapon with such a high fire rate that it deals more damage than any other gun with a single clip. I'd like to thank everyone who stuck around till the end of the video and who also clicked. I appreciate all the support and hope you guys learned something, because that is the purpose of my channel, expanding knowledge as much as possible. If you enjoyed the video, a like and a subscribe would be lovely. Now for those who are interested, I do stream on Twitch frequently and I will chuck a link in the description for that. Hope you guys had or have an amazing day. See you in the next video.